planting mangroves across local islands. Under his leadership, his team works to expand mangrove cover to strengthen coastal resilience and biodiversity conservation. Now we will be watching the video where the sir will be addressing us.
So now we are going to see the videos. This is all in Sundarban. This morning you saw mangrove cells videos where how important Sundarban mangroves are. So our today's guest was Umashakar Mandal. This is his mangrove army. So they are trying to connect the cultural heritage along with this environmental practices. So that's how they are singing the song where they are talking about the importance of mangroves. And these ladies, they grow mangroves in their houses. They are called as mangrove army. Among them, many of the ladies are the tiger widow. They are called as tiger widow. Why that tiger widow? Because in Sundarbans, you know, there are several tigers, and they go for their livelihood in the mangroves for getting crabs, fishes and all. Why they do that? Many a times they are attacked by tiger. So almost this army has 100 number of such tiger widow. I have those videos of when tiger attacks and how they meet with their death, but they are very scary when you see. That's why I don't want to show such video. But what they do, how they do the work, and keeping in the ethics or the heritage, traditional heritage alive, that's how they work. So this is our Umashakar Mandal. He is a school teacher. Remember, he is a school teacher. Many a times, many faculty, they ask me that how we can do anything or what we can do. He is in a government school. Today, because test examination is going on, their mobiles are taken away, so he is not able to join. After 2 o'clock is that examination going on, so he is in the center. That's the reason we are showing you his videos. Now in this Sundarban, there are several different small islands. These places are very much prone to cyclones. And because of the cyclones, that many a times they have to shift their places. And how they live their life, that you can see. This is all mangrove they are carrying to the boats from one place to the other. They have never taken any help from government. They do all these things on their own, and for that they are being paid by the Purvasa, this charitable trust, which is being funded. You know, today social media is so good that when he puts all these things in the Facebook, along with his details of his account and all, is getting lot of funds from abroad countries. Because people keep calling him, asking that he is doing a great job, making the changes in the life of the people. Now here, those who do this mangrove work, now he is giving them sari, he is giving them grains, in case of doing the plantations, as well as ensuring that they grow. For that, periodically they are trained, they are provided with the things, because they are all affected by cyclone, displaced people. So that's how these people's life is making a difference during his holidays, after his working hours. He is helping them all with their they keep doing lakhs of mangrove plantation. See, either he will give them vegetables, foods, fruits for nutrition purpose, then their children's education also. From 2 years to 6 years children, they are given informal education by him. When I say 3 schools, that is formally which he has created, but an informal, but there are several other ways that they give. These videos are in Bengali because this is from this Bengal. So that when we do work in the community or when I connect with mangrove cell here in Maharashtra, Mumbai, Thane, yet we have not found any of the mangrove cell able to connect with the community or engage them in this manner. Here you can see hundreds of women, life is making a difference and they are all engaged in mangrove plantation. Sundarbans are more prone to several, and the frequency has now gone high, of cyclones coming every year. But because of this mangrove nature, you saw two YouTubes in the morning where you saw how the network roots of the mangroves, they work as a bioshield and then they work as protecting from the cyclone storm. So that is the reason that they keep on mangroves. He is well known across India as Mangrove Man of India. He has been felicitated by many big people across the globe. Many people keep going there to see his work. You all must also go when you plan for some excursion and all. You should connect with him. Then only you will enjoy the beauty of any field visit. It's with all kinds of pleasure, enjoyment, as well as enrichment of your experiences with these kinds of things. That makes a complete field trip. Nowadays, these places of Sundarbans, they are getting exploited by all kinds of resorts coming up. Today we know that government is looking at everything. Earlier we never bothered. Today, like when even about Mumbai rivers are being talked, it is being discussed or talked about that how through these rivers tourism can be encouraged. And when they talk about tourism, it's all about concretization and beautification. All the natural nature of such environment, ecosystem, fragile ecosystem, they are all changed there. See, those mangrove people, they are being fed also regularly for good nutrition. Because if you have to engage communities, there is a lot of learning here. If we have to engage community, there has to be win-win situation for both. They are doing something to bring difference in the lifestyle, and that's how these communities are getting engaged to do the mangrove plantation work. Now, when these mangroves are planted, you know they are able to catch crabs, morning you saw, fishes, bivalves, mollusks, so many different kinds of which are protein rich and cheese protein available. See, he himself is doing such a lot of work. He remains engaged. He shows the way. So at least, like nowadays in IIT Bombay and many other places, I have seen that they have got in their curriculum that at least 5 days you have to go and stay in a particular place to do some outreach programs. So like this nowadays, many of the students are going to these places. They are also helping in these kind of a plantation, and that's how lakhs mangroves are being planted. Otherwise, Sundarban is very, very vulnerable to cyclones. Just we had gone that day to Sivri and we saw the mangroves which they have done the nursery. All mangroves were in a very bad shape only because here in this case Sundarban where we are seeing this happening, there is not much of pollution. Of course sewage release is there, of course some kind of effluents are running, but because of this kind of mangrove plantation done timely, that pollution is also getting neutralized. But here when we went to Sivri, there are refineries to treat, at the same time sewage, and when we went for plantation of mangrove, we could not do even 2 plantation because soil is very bad in condition and it is not fit for plantation. Cyclone which had come in 2009. That time they started in a very deep manner this kind of work and that's why he was awarded for. Earlier he was not doing since the time that Ayla cyclone came and they were facing all kinds of challenges. Their houses had washed away and that's how they started thinking that they will plant mangroves, then they will be able to save the place. So see how they are doing planting. So see, they are also doing the ritual that local people born baby. So that is the kind of idol that they worship. Born baby. Born means forest. Baby, a lady who takes care of this. So it's a mix of Muslim and Hindu culture. So here Muslim and Hindu together amalgamate their religious sentiments. Together they work, and that's the reason an idol which they have formulated, that is called as born baby. Why? Because they are scared of the tiger and there is a lot of death which is happening. So that kind of one animal shaped idol which they have created and then they do such a regular worship so that this born baby will stay protected. It is very much important. What you are hearing today in NEP is indigenous knowledge system. This is one form of indigenous knowledge system that the local body or local community can come up with certain kind of strategies by which they practice something which is traditional and it is very important to carry forward as a heritage which is making an impact to their life, and they believe that these kind of things have helped saving their life. It is not that a single sapling is getting from the government mangrove cell. At least here we are very fortunate enough that mangrove cell helps, and that's how we are standing before you. Mangrove Foundation has funded this particular program today, and that's how we are getting benefited. But they don't get a single kind of a help, and maybe they also try to keep away government, only thinking that once they bring in government, means there will be a lot of interference which will start, and then they are working with the stewardship or the ownership, trusteeship, taking complete responsibility that they try to save their lives. There are so many tribals are there, such cyclone affected people are there. So all of their lives are being, livelihood creation is the most important thing, and this is the mode by which the livelihood they are getting all benefits and they will be happy to join for this kind of doing the plantation of the mangroves. All women empowered, see, like here our Koli fishermen women who are engaged in fishing and other activities, so the processing and selling. Similarly here, you can see all the women engaged in mangrove plantation as well as when they sell the scraps and all what they collect. So that is also making an income for them. See their faces itself, it's a reflection that they are happy. They do all the work with happiness, joy, and they take interest in this work. And they feel proud that today they are being recognized everywhere across the world as the mangrove army. Now lot of sponsors are coming forward to distribute all kinds of material to the people. So throughout the year they get. But remember, they are not like people like here how in the tribal areas all our sponsors go give the things. But these people are not getting those help. But at the same time, as I said, they are so environmentally, they are working eco committees they have formed. And not only that, during throughout the day, they do agriculture, honey bee rearing. Lot of in that place you will find that they are doing that. Agriculture is the main business sort of, because all corporates have gone there. They supply all seed and every material and everything. They take care of this agriculture and they are paid for it, and lot of honey is produced, and that honey is called as Sundar honey, that is well known today, and that is being propagated. Similarly, they have some small talam, like because in West Bengal if you go, you will find in every house there is a pond. So they keep a pond, they do the rearing of the fishes, carps, that also they are selling. See, the children are also taken care. And from, as I said, from 2 to 6 years, 2 to 6 years, if the informal education is given, it is for the purpose that from childhood they are understanding importance of mangroves. They are living with the mangroves. Children grow up with the mangroves, and they understand that importance of the mangroves, and they also make everybody take interest in mangroves. So that is how nurturing all kinds of behavior, attitude, understanding, mindset about the environment. As much they have, we too don't have. We are always with our mobile phones today. Most of the time our screen time is gone high. But they don't believe in such kind of a thing. It's not that they are not using. They use it in the night time maybe for some time because even network and other thing issue is there. But as such, all the time they are during the rains, how their situations are, there, how they live, how they manage to live. During cyclone, this all gets washed away. So at some height place, they put such a kind of, carpentry and all, and with that they all go there, and then they are supplied some food. They are also called as the church dwellers, because this there, Ganga, there is a lot of erosion which is happening everywhere, and due to cyclones also erosion happens. Erosion means when the bank gets eroded, all the structure falls into what it gets submerged into the river. And this is the delta region, you can imagine. So today I wanted him to be there, but unfortunately he is not, but it is as good as he being present here. But we want to show his way of doing things to all the mangrove cell staff also and to you all also, so that when you go for any study or for any activity, you also try to find out if any such community exists, and if not, you create that by engaging, because almost all fisher folks, they get 90% of their fishing from these mangrove areas. And since mangrove area is getting disrupted today in Mumbai, most of the fisher folks are also affected and they have to go to the deep sea. Instead from the coastal area which they used to catch fishes by small boats, chappu wale boats. Abhi they have to go with the mechanized boats. And when they go with the mechanized boats, is what? Again pollution of diesel and oil. So we have to look at everything in interconnectedness. That's what in the morning I said, we cannot talk in silos. We have to look at the interconnectedness of the thing and understanding the holistic picture. Then what exactly interests me? What area I want to get involved in? What I can do? Many of you also have the knack of sitting at home and doing something. So good such videos can be shared with many to propagate about complete awareness of why we need mangroves, why it should not be cut. Today almost 60,000 and 1 lakh mangroves is being cut only for reducing our travel time from 60 minutes to 25 minutes. Can you imagine? So the coastal road which is being made from Worli to Dahisar, and at what cost? So much of crores of money is being poured, and again lot of concrete which is getting into the habitat at the bottom of the water body, affecting all the breeding grounds, spawning grounds of such organisms. But you see here there is only mangroves and mangroves. And unless somebody takes it very passionately, you do something but do it very passionately, do it for a short period but do it passionately, then only there will be change. Otherwise, just like today, maybe you are forcibly sitting here, I don't know. How many are sitting with their willingness, I don't know. How many wants to connect hereafter, I don't know. How many wants to seriously take interest in the environmental stewardship, I don't know. But my today's session or showing you this Uma Shankar Mandal's case study or say his work, how he is doing, is only to motivate, inspire, give you guidelines, give you a roadmap for you to choose what you have. Is it over? I think we can stop now. So I hope you got little understanding about why it was important to show you Uma Shankar Mandal here and what we have to learn from a person's life, because most of the time when people say time कहाँ है, सभी बोलते हैं वक्त कहाँ है, टाइम कहाँ है, ऐसे करके वक्त होता नहीं है, निकालना पड़ता है. That first of all we have to understand. Once you commit yourself for some good purpose, that will help you, that will help your personality development accordingly. Time management is the most important aspect of everything. Please come, sir. Come? Okay. Okay. What is the time now? So thank you so much, Ravi sir. in a very short notice. As in the morning we were talking about Sindhu Swadhyay Sanstha, which was created for a purpose where under one umbrella that all that we are discussing since morning, and most importantly your principal raised the question whose duty it is, who is to do the conservation, who doesn't know about what is going wrong. So for all that purpose it was very, very essential that there has to be some important body which should have been created and would have led the direction for all of us. But unfortunately, Sindhu Swadhyay Sanstha, the baby which was conceived, created, thought over very systematically, very deep ecology thinking, that man sitting before us is Vinayak Raviji. Sir, you can show your face to all the students here. Absolutely, for a long time in Governor House and everywhere. Yeah, so you will be giving an formal introduction when he will be talking. That's a different story. But as he has come in, it is my duty to welcome him, and his presence is both blessing for all of us. So let me take you through now a little faster, because we want to hear sir also, who has come to give us insight further how we can do the things in a systematic manner. You students are our hope, you are our strength, and we want our future generation to be much more, protected, because the way we have spoiled the things, and we are relying now on your young shoulders that things can be corrected. So with that intention, we are standing before all of you and we are trying to. So I hope now you have understood about this picture, that the water which is supplied to Mumbai, which comes from Tansa, Vaitarna and Vatsa and all these pipelines, we get water from the pipelines, but the people there itself, they have to fetch the water from digging from the soil. And they have to walk long distances to get water. But at the same time, when heavy monsoon happens, they have to face the floods also. So we have to understand the importance of water here. Now already these things are spoken, that we are moving from water crisis to water bankruptcy. That I already said, that our water treatment plants are also not good. That's how I showed that how they are getting good water and how we are getting bad water. Where it's not me, but here you can see almost all number of, here it is shown the number of pathogens which are there. This is not me, but the BMC's, their own water lab testing report it is. They themselves say that in the water it is all there. Are you getting my point? So that is how our immunity down, our everything is affected. And there again, as I said, Mumbai climate week was going on. Already there is Mumbai Climate Action Plan. Is there ready? Everything is outlined very well. See, it is given outlined 24 strategies, action tracks spread across 6 core sectors: energy, buildings, integrated mobility, sustainable waste management, urban greening, biodiversity, air quality, urban flooding, water resource management, everything. Already plans are there. But at the same time, I said to you how their plans are very worse than. That's what I will be now showing you some pictures, and let us see how we can contribute in. Now you know that there is desalination plants coming up in Mumbai. Have you heard? You are reading the newspapers. So 2 desalination plants are coming, one in Manori and another in Versova, and that too they are also coming up in the lagoons. Do we really need desalination plants? What is rains? They are nature's desalination to us. We are not doing any kind of water conservation. We don't have any rainwater harvesting practices in Mumbai at all. Very few, 0.1% it is. Already we have conducted survey of that also. There is rainwater harvesting cell in BMC, but not functional totally. And I am making the statements very responsible manner. You want to now conduct and you want to propagate and you want to ensure that things are happening. Don't take today's session as a lecture only. We have to take responsibility of all these things if we want to save Mumbai. So desalination plants, and these desalination plants, they have given crores of funds to a company, Israel company. Now Israel, why they are coming here? Israel don't have rainfall like we have. We have 2000 to 3000 mm rainfall. Can you imagine? And we are taking somebody's technology who doesn't have rain, and they are selling their technology to us, and we are paying that much amount to that company, and then we are going to buy water from them. That is the strategy of PMC's desalination plants, and that too in the lagoons and the mangroves, which has got the capacity to desalinate. Study the mangroves. Morning I showed some of the videos where how desalination happens by the mangrove plants. So that is the irony that where we are going wrong. Now we are in such a great geomorphological region, and this green what you are seeing, this is a complete patch of mud flats, coastal plains. And still we don't look at these plants and ignoring these plants. These are, as I said in the morning, baseline data. These drainage map, this kind of river map, this kind of prioritization map, nothing is obtained, nothing when they do the town planning and all. So we have to understand what is the baseline data. From there we have to learn this. See drainage map. Now morning I said, Koisar, Sahisar, you can see here, Tulsi, Bihar, Powai. Now these are the channels which you see small. These are the zero order stream orders of the rivers. They have not obtained this kind of a maps and made all channels, concretizing it and then taking everything to the sewage treatment plants. Concretizing of the river beds itself has affected the percolation of water in the grounds. So that is why I said when you do all these things and all these data are available. Either you go to Bhuvan's portal. Bhuvan portal has everything today. Many of the students say from where we will get things, from where to get the data. We don't have a fund to carry out. Don't go anywhere, sit at home. Just explore these kind of portals. You will get all kinds of baseline data. If we want to revive any river, we are thinking about Oshiwara, Koisar and all. First we should have this, this is for the ecological was for the purpose of the recharge purpose. But this one which I showed, if we want to revive, then we should understand about each stream order of the river, and then we have to ensure that these all stream orders should be revived. Because we know only one major which is coming and we consider this as a river. But these small channels are very important and they need to be identified, and the revival has to be from the zero order stream orders, which is not in the thought of BMCs, any of the project or any of the proposals when they are putting proposals for river rejuvenation. They call it as a river rejuvenation project, whatever the STPs are being installed. But we are not having this kind of a maps or understanding, and all these only, they are making the channels to connect it with the river, and then they are concretizing these channels with all percolation, everything is affected. Morning I said that it's not that only rainwater, not the surface water only. Groundwater is as well important for the biodiversity and the regular flow of the river. So all these things we have to understand and go ahead. I'll take it in a speed manner now. Now see, these are our rivers. No exaggeration. This is the actual status of our river. This is the Mitti river. This is Koisar, Dahisar. Everywhere you see, this is the drainage. Nobody knows that these are the rivers. The first most great mistake which we did during the 2005 deluge, the experts recommended retention walls. That was a great opportunity for the developers to encroach, politicians to encroach upon the river lands, and we converted rivers into nalas during 2005 at the deluge. And that is the reason everywhere across the world, across India, everywhere, rivers have their flood plains. Blue line, green line, red lines, which they are called as. Blue line means exactly where the river water flows, that is the blue line. Then the yellow, then green, then red. floodplains up to where 25 years as much the water flow. You can understand this is Mumbai. Space crunch is there. But not at the cost of constructing these walls within the blue line. And that has affected all the springs, small springs which are there. Like when you go to Mindi River and others, you will find these holes. You can see all the springs are there. And then during the rains, you can see on other times also you can see some water coming out, oozing out from there. And very pure water. Even in Kawai Lake, I have seen something. Are you getting my point? And this is the condition of our rivers everywhere. And this is the Walbhat River where I say and I will show how things little what I could bring in the change. This is the Walbhat River condition. This is in Indoshi, Goregaon, Indoshi Hills. You must be seeing beautiful picture of waterfall during the rains. I don't know how many of you have seen. You should come there, see that. And then you will understand the beauty of it. Now see the STPs which are being established also. They are within the एक तो हमने नदी को मार डाला, फिर नदी के बीच में ही हम एस्टैब्लिश कर रहे हैं एसटीपीज. दूसरा, इसी के बाजू में सारे तबेले वगैरह के लिए दे दिया है, उसका सब गंदा. Now STPs, morning I said what is sewage, how to calculate and how things are happening. Now उसमें भी किस तरह से जो BMC के STPs है, is cattle shed based water that is not considered. And after treatment, in this water only, the treated water is released. So you can imagine that what sort of ideas and what sort of treatment we are doing. And we say that we are treating this river water and then we want treated water to flow in our rivers. But you can see they are converted into nalas only. Everywhere you are seeing that the work is going on the rivers itself. So this is again Miti River. There is Bharat Nagar, Valmiki Nagar and all these nagars are there. And most importantly, जहाँ माँ मानते हैं पूरे हमारे ट्रेडिशन में भी नदियों को, और यहाँ मीटिंग में रोज देखो क्या करते हैं, उनका ही बना के रखती है. And there every time desilting happening by BMC and everything happens, but this is the situation. Then every rainy season they will try to clean it and roads of funds are poured in. Here, for the desilting purpose, all mangroves are cut. Then the roads are made so that silt can be carried. So this is the situation of our river. This is within the RA colony, Mithi river flowing with all cattle waste. There are some 30 cattle units are there, where each unit is having 500 to 700 animals, and all that water is flowing. I call all the authorities, showing them how the soil and water all is getting affected, but still these things have not been worked on. See this one. Now this you see so much green, and this is the site that Albert I showed. With using RTI since 2009, this kind of patras have been put by BMC, and I am not allowed to touch on these hills because you can see that waterfall. That waterfall is this waterfall which you see, that is the origin of Walbhat River. And because this could be saved, you can see here all the animals coming back. Although they have given this as a